Hello there, Internet. This is nelsonr12 speaking with another commentary. Today's commentary is on a YouTuber I'm sure you've all heard of. Who am I kidding? This highest video doesn't have any more than 100 views. His name is Poptatrsnrocknroll. Hey, you can't get any more obvious better point than that. Everyone loves Pop-Tarts, and every sensible human likes rock and roll. But he says something. He makes a shitty video. Now this is a video that to the naked eye may sound like it's gonna have some good points. It's about feminists complaining about sexism in video games, and I'm not pro-feminist, and usually feminists don't have very powerful arguments. But that does not excuse the fact that this video is incredibly offensive, incredibly ignorant, and just full of stupid shit. And all you really need to see is just the video description. It's that one little sentence that just destroys all his credibility. So, let's watch the whole video, shall we?
You know, when it comes to any kind of self-interest group whose collective is basically a clusterfuck of oh poor me,
Hey, he's off to a good start.
they tend not to give a shit what they have to say, what their edict and rhetoric is.
That's just not fair. You can't just make a whole rant video about an organization if you don't even care about what anything they have to say.
So, I pretty much just say, carry on, fuck you.
Such a nice young man.
I'm gonna keep doing my own thing. But when special interest groups get involved in where they truly and unequivocally do not belong.
I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart. SMRT. I mean SMART.
Because there is nothing to support what they're rallying against at all.
Yep, there is absolutely nothing at all.
And all the bullshit that they spew can be soundly disproved. Being that, in my opinion, I'm not saying across the board, I'm not that fucking intelligent.
Did he just say I'm not that fucking intelligent? Well, you've certainly proven that to me, sir.
But on the topic I want to discuss, yeah, feminist. Stay the fuck out of our video games. Just stay the fuck away, because everything you say is a clusterfuck of oh poor me bullshit. Now I'm going to speak as if a feminist is actually watching this, and I hope they do. I really hope they do.
Let's just stop for a minute and assume you're gonna say something intelligent.
I really hope one comes by, ultra feminist, ultra cock hating, just dries her vagina jerking off to lesbian porn.
Jesus Christ, man, can you possibly be just a little bit more offensive?
I hope you're listening, because, yeah, listen. You bitch and moan that women are oppressed via video games. Now, with any kind of special interest group who, becomes a clusterfuck of oh poor me, pretending to be victimized in all areas, and I'm not going to say that feminists don't have a big reason to be bitching, but I will say also that things are better for women than they've ever been.
While I would go as far to say that part is true, I wouldn't, given the shit that women have had to deal with in the past, that's not saying much.
Yes, women are oppressed, yes, women are victimized, but so are guys.
Yeah, go ahead, just keep pretending that there aren't any double standards in the world.
Just, we don't really bitch about it.
And exactly in what ways are men being oppressed again? I'm just a little lost on that.
As much. Oh no. Doesn't make us any better, and doesn't make us dumb for not speaking up. It just means that a lot of us just don't give a fuck.
Man, the shit that comes out of this guy's mouth.
No. You claim that women are oppressed via video games. Here's a fun little fact. Video games are not based in reality. They're not. There's not a single game where it says, hey, this world actually exists.
You know, except for games like World War II games and sports games.
No one's jumping on mushroom clouds. No one's fucking going around with a sword killing monsters. It doesn't fucking happen. We're not doing that shit. Because video games are fantasy.
Is this building up to something?
Fiction. It doesn't mean that's what we hope things to be. It just means that somebody had, blink, an idea, said, hey, people might fucking like this. I'm going to turn it into a video game. And that has happened across the board. Now, female oppression through video games. How do you oppress through something that's not real?
Well, the general consensus is that the way it works is that a video game has something sexist in it, like the basic damsel in distress or some shit like that. And the feminist argument is that shows that game designer mindset is sexist. That's what they're saying.
No, I'll wait. I'll seriously wait. Answer that question.
Fast forward.
Now here's another spin. Because here's my other problem with special interest group. They always see only their side of the argument and fail to realize there's another side of the argument.
Is everything you say in this video improvised or is it scripted?
But the other side of the argument, whether it detaches from what they're saying, defeats what they're saying, or just brings something to the table of what they're saying. They refuse to listen because some of this, right here, may call bullshit of what they're saying over here.
I think I'm getting stupider by watching this video.
Here's what's bullshit. If women are oppressed through video games, then so are guys.
What?
Because just as there's women who are scantily clad, have superpowers, kick hundreds of ass, need to be rescued sometimes, there are some video games, a lot of video games actually, where guys have superpowers, they kick a lot of ass, blah, so on and so forth.
Okay, there are a number of things wrong with what you just said. Flaw number 1. Women don't complain about women who are strong or have superpowers to kick lots of ass. And no one's complaining about strong, independent women. I have yet to hear a feminist complain about Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite. At least not yet. The idea that women are scanty clad and needs to be rescued, those are male fantasies. The big, strong, muscular men with superpowers that kick lots of ass, those are also male fantasies. You dumbass.
What you fail to understand is that women are represented in video games in many facets. Guys are represented in video games in many facets. So why are you the only ones oppressed?
I just explained that. The mere existence of one gender in a video game is not oppression or sexism, is what happens to that character or what that character does in a video game. Just the fact that women are in video games or that men are in video games is not sexist or oppressive. It's what happens. And more often than not, a sexist thing or some stereotype would happen to a woman, and that's what feminists are saying.
Guys aren't fucking 10 feet tall with bulging muscles punching monsters in the face. You don't see any fucking Kratos around there. You don't see fucking Tomb Raider around there.
He just turned into Eric Cartman.
So again, I ask you, why are you the only one oppressed by this? And 2, how can you be oppressed by something that's not real.
Well, we just went over this.
You know why guys don't give a shit when they see a fucking dude punching a monster in the face on a video game? It's because we think that's fucking cool. We do. Now, what's the focus is scantily clad women. Okay. Even female game developers make scantily clad women. They do. Just throwing that out there.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
Bit of a mindfuck for you. Now, guys are also dressed in fucking outfits that you never see actual guys in. Is it scantily clad? No, not really. But universally, people are disposed to think guys are one way, girls are one way. Guys like cars, women like jewelry.
What's your point?
But is that true across the board? No. Not just what society fucking dictates or has us thinking. But is it true across the board? No. I don't like cars. And there are women who don't like jewelry. So, get off your fucking high horse, realize this is just fiction, and shut the fuck up. Because you're a fucking retard arguing to something that is not real.
You know, calling a feminist a retard isn't going to help your case in the slightest.
It's not. And I'm tired of seeing your bullshit in something that is a part of my interest and has been a part of my life for a long time. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm fairly certain that if you've asked any person who've avidly played video games since they were little, if they ever saw a scantily clad woman in video games and gave a shit. So I remember playing video games young. I remember Sonya from Mortal Kombat. Guess what she was to me when I was young? A fucking video game character. Pretty much it. All I gotta say. Fuck you, feminist. You extreme, cock-hating, lesbian-loving, porn-watching bitches. Porn is awesome. Lesbians are awesome. I'm just saying that to be offensive. So yeah. Fuck you.
Wow, I don't think I've seen a more offensive video in my life. Not even as offensive as those Leonard Art videos about Christianity. And talking about it, one hell of a way to end a video. Fuck you. Porn is awesome. Now, I don't like feminists myself. I think that they're stupid, okay? Most of their arguments are stupid. But that doesn't change the fact that making a stupid video bitching about feminists is no more intelligent. The enemy of my enemy is not my friend. I'm nelsonr12. Thanks for watching.